Welcome to your Catholic Daily News Briefing, a service of Catholic News Agency. Listen on your smart speaker or wherever you get podcasts.
Today, Pope Francis issued a document restricting Masses celebrated in the extraordinary form of the Roman Rite. Among many provisions, the document requires that groups celebrating the extraordinary form of the Mass do not deny the validity of Vatican II and the Magisterium. It also imposes new requirements for newly ordained priests wishing to celebrate the extraordinary form, and instructs bishops to verify that already established parishes that celebrate the extraordinary form are effective for their spiritual growth, and to determine whether or not to retain them. It further instructs bishops to take care not to authorize the establishment of new groups that celebrate the extraordinary form. The Pope wrote the document in response to a 2020 survey of bishops, and explained that he was saddened by what he sees as a rejection of the liturgical reforms of the Second Vatican Council. The top bishop of Ireland on Thursday criticized a plan from the government of the United Kingdom to end all future investigations and prosecutions related to the 20th century religion-fueled conflicts known as the Troubles. The proposition, brought by Northern Ireland's Secretary of State Brandon Lewis, would impose a statute of limitations that would effectively ban legal proceedings on all Troubles-related incidents. Archbishop Eamon Martin of Armagh wrote in a July 15 letter that in light of the UK government's plan, it is disturbing that victims and survivors, those who have paid the highest price for the fragile peace we all enjoy today, once more feel marginalized and neglected. The Knights of Columbus on Thursday expressed sorrow that the proposed appropriations bill, which funds the Departments of Health and Human Services, Labor, and Education, does not include the usual prohibitions on abortion funding. The $253.8 billion proposal does not include the Hyde Amendment, federal policy since 1976 that prohibits funding of most elective abortions in Medicaid. During his 2020 presidential campaign, President Joe Biden called for an end to the use of the Hyde Amendment, in a reversal of his previous support of the policy. The Diocese of Assisi in Italy announced July 15 that the reopening of Blessed Carlo Acuta's tomb had been postponed due to COVID-19, with a promise that it would reopen permanently in the future. During Carlo's beatification ceremonies last year, visitors to the Church of St. Mary Major in Assisi were able to see the Italian teen dressed in tennis shoes and jeans through a viewing glass on his tomb. While currently unable to view his body, visitors can still pray at the closed tomb and venerate the first millennial to be beatified. Today, the Church celebrates the feast of Our Lady of Mount Carmel. The formal beginnings of the Carmelite religious order are attributed to a group of monks who, in the 13th century, began living and praying on the mountain, which sits in the plain of Galilee. They venerated the Virgin Mary as Our Lady of Mount Carmel. The Feast of Our Lady of Mount Carmel was instituted by the Carmelites sometime between 1376 and 1386.
Thanks for joining us. For more, visit CatholicNewsAgency.com.